picked me up an Altima. Drove down to North Carolina, probably about a 4.5 hour drive. So it's already set up for what I'm going to do in October with it. It's got a cage in it. Pretty old seat, but it'll work. The harness I need to replace because it's old. It's got a window net in it. It's pretty much a race car. You know, you could call me a race car guy now. Just one step closer to NASCAR. Got the numbers on it. Just, you know, one too many to be perfect. 3 for Dale. So I'm going to pull all these stickers off because my number is going to be 44. So we got to peel those off. I gave it a wash when I got it. So it was sitting beside a guy's barn. He bought it 2 or 3 years ago for a race in Fayetteville. Had a cage put in. It was in a wreck, frontal wreck. Deer hit it, so he bought it at an auction. The only thing that was broke was the bumper and the hood. I think the hood, that's original, I'm pretty sure. Like, he didn't do that. That was the way the car was. But yeah, he took all the windows out, stripped the interior down, and he erased it a couple times, I think. And then he put it into the wall. He was telling me he was messing with tire pressure and different setups with it, and ended up spinning it into the wall. So it's got a little bit of extra reinforcement just right there, not across the front, just in the corners back here, just to, you know, you can take a little bump and it's not getting into your tire. There was no windshield. I just went to Lowe's today, got this plexi, so I was fitting it up. We're gonna have to cut it, but it's got some reinforcements under there. Had a sunroof at one point, but we don't need that for racing. So push button start, automatic. It's the only kind of downside to CVT. So hopefully that thing holds up. But the good thing is, she's a 6-banger. So I think this thing's gonna chooch pretty well. So it's still got the fuel that was sitting in it. So he parked it after that race and just kind of lost interest. So it's still got fuel and oil and everything. So it needs from when he parked it. So I definitely need to flush all that out. I'm gonna put new brake pads on it, flush the brake fluid through it. It's already got a new air filter. And I need to put a windshield in it because per the rules of the place I'm going in October, needs to have a windshield. But other than that, cage was optional, but this one already had it. It was perfect. Already had a seat. The seat was optional. Harness was optional, although I'm glad I have a seat and harness because if I'm going to be doing stupid stuff, I want to at least have a chance of not dying. No airbags. I'm going to update the harness. I'm going to get myself a helmet. He gave me a fire suit and gloves and pants. Shoes. That actually fit me, so that's nice. But yeah, if you haven't already guessed, Altima 600 down in Florida. Cletus McFarland. The legend, the man, Florida man, official. So I already got my entry into it. Alright, so we got oil changed, oil filter changed, transmission fluid changed, windshield is cut, and holes drilled around it, and we have hardware for it, and also glue. I'm going tomorrow to a shop local to me that's got harnesses and helmets to try on, and possibly can get me some vinyl, I'm hoping, to do the numbers. If not, we're just going to paint them on. We also painted the car, as you're seeing here now. It's just undercoating for like a frame or brake lines, stuff like that. You're supposed to put it under the car. We put it all over it because why not? You know, work with what you got. Um, all the stickers are off of it. And all that's left is I just need to check the tires and try to get another. I have two tires that are good that I'm going to put on the front, and then I want to get two for the back, but that's if we can get them. I'd also like to get a battery because right now the battery that's in it, I have to jump it off every time, and if it's too low, so the throttle response was because with these cars, if there is a low voltage condition on startup, cold start, it'll essentially limp mode, so it blocks the transmission from going over into manual mode. It's just drive, that's all you get, and it is so slow. But as long as if I jump it, I just have to leave it charging for a little while to make sure it's happy with the voltage it sees. But check the coolant. I need to. And other than that, just some cleanup on it, but we're pretty much set to go. I'm leaving on the 10th in 2 weeks. And yeah, it's going to be a blast. I don't know how long we'll last. I don't know. Who knows if the car's even going to make it back, but we're going to try. Anyway, that's it for this one, and we'll see you on the next one.